Hello, everyone, and welcome to the season one finale of the Dead Realms campaign. I am your humble DM Tyler, and tonight is the season one finale where our heroes will go toe to toe against Black. So this whole session is just going to be mainly combat. So if you are combat enthusiasts, hope you enjoy it. But hopefully this will be an entertaining fight. So without further ado, let's introduce our players.
Hi, I'm Axius. I'm playing Axius for the final time on this campaign. He is a tiefling paladin barbarian, and it has been a great time bringing him to you guys.
All right, our next long-standing player.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm playing Ichabod Iron Eyes, half elf fighter rogue.
Right, and then our returning guest here, if you would like to reintroduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Matt. I'm playing a half-orc monk named Gnarly, and I am a hired muscle today.
All right, and then our buddy Justin won't be here. Unfortunately, he could not make it. Unfortunately, but it's all right. He is with us in spirit in this final fight. So, couple of order of business. First off, we got merch now. You can find the Dead Realms merchandise in the description. Well, underneath the Twitch chat. And redbubble.com, you can buy a whole bunch of stuff like t-shirts, coasters, notebooks, and all your favorite goodies. Right underneath that, you're going to find the Pocket Dimension Discord link. So Matt, if you would like to describe what the Pocket Dimension is to people who who might be here for the first time, or just let us know what the Pocket Dimension is exactly.
Pocket Dimension is a Discord for role-playing and TTRPGs. We've got plenty of space. We love to set up chats for people who are doing streams. We've got producers. We've got artists. Hop on in, play some games with us.
Good. All right. Then finally, we got Lady K Does Art, who not only has been working on the merch, assisting us with that, but is also the artist of our logo and the artist of the background that you guys are seeing right now. You can find her at Instagram at Lady K Does Art, and you can contact her if you want to do any commissions or artworks or what have you. And I think that rounds up our housekeeping, guys. So without further ado, let's get into the action. So last session, Ichabod, Kodo, and Axius were traveling through the mountains to find Black. Along the way, you guys have found a half orc by the name of Gnarly, who, um, was at first thought of a threat, but not really a threat, but apparently to be a energy drink salesman who is also a monk. And you guys decide, might need the extra help, so you've added him to the party. Traversed the dangerous mountains, went into the mountains, had a confrontation with stone giants, in which, after some performances, you guys were able to persuade the stone giants with their performances to pass through, and you guys went deeper into the tunnel to where you guys found what seemed like to be a hidden secret passageway into a temple that worshipped a demonic dog of some sorts. And you guys accidentally PvP'd each other with some insane moments and went through some meditation and solving a puzzle. You guys then snuck your way into the monastery grounds of this underground monastery. And the last time we left off, you guys entered the fray. Kodo and Ichabod hid. Meanwhile, Gnarly locked the doors behind him, and Axius called up to Black. And at that point, Black drew the scroll that he was working on. Apparently, he hasn't been successful in doing this ritual that he's been working on. And he says, "It's time to see if you are a worthy challenger," before going into a monk's dance in which phantom chains appear around his hands. And it is at this time, well, for the final time of season one, that asks the players to roll initiative.
Oh, not familiar with these dice. God dang it.
23.
Three,
Nice.
6.
Oh no.
It's
Ichabod?
because they're digital.
5.
Digital dice are way inferior.
Oh no. Let me roll for Kodo here. Initiative. 15. And then roll for
Well, I'm
black.
just gonna take this tobacco while I wait last on initiative.
Okay. Luckily, black did not roll as high. Start the order. All right. Top of the initiative order. Gnarly, you turn around after locking the door and you find what you see before you is clearly a room of, well, it is a monk temple. You can't quite discern what's the purpose of this temple is, but all you know is that Black is using what seems like to be three crystallized skulls, all looking at a floating woman, and then above that floating woman it seems to be an orb of some sorts, and there's like a weird ethereal energy from the skulls to the woman to the orb. You're not quite too sure what it is, but it looks like Black is in a defensive stance. So with that being said, Gnarly, you're the first to act. What would you like to do?
It's a free action. He leans over to Ichabod. He's the bad guy, right? Yeah? Okay. Alright. He winds his arms up. You're worried if we're gonna be a challenge? Let's just see if you can get me winded. And he dashes forward like a blue blur right into Black's face.
All right.
And as he reels back the first punch, this orb of wind and ki just pushes together and gets denser and denser until he swings.
All right, make your attack roll against Black.
First roll of the night. Let's see how it goes. 20 to hit.
That hits.
I'm gonna spend a key point to use Stunning Strike.
All right. See how well he does. And that's what kind of save?
A Constitution save, DC 16.
DC 16.
Let me double check, make sure it's 16.
Okay.
But either way, roll.
Here we go.
15. Sorry.
15. Con save.
Yep.
He passes with an 18.
As his fist connects, just the wind explodes outwards and makes a big boom, and then he goes in with his other fist.
All right.
15 to hit.
Misses. He takes the first hit. He takes the first hit and goes, ugh! Impressive. But then he easily dodges the second
I'm
hit.
gonna use my earned inspiration right away and reroll that for another 15.
Yeah, he dodges it.
You know what? We're going full commit. I picked up lucky. I did. I'm gonna reroll again. I'm gonna use one of my points of lucky.
Hold up. Time out.
Am I wrong on how that works?
Well, the lucky feat is not allowed, unfortunately, in this
Oh
campaign.
no!
Nope. So
All
for
right.
now, we'll just ignore the lucky feat for now, and you can change it while everyone's taking turns. So,
Yep. All right.
anything else you would like to do?
All right. I'm gonna flurry of blows, and I'm going for another 2 strikes.
All right.
I almost asked before the session because I was like, you know what? I bet this is one of the hardcore rules. 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and then the final strike, 20 to hit.
That hits. So roll your damage, sir.
So we're looking at 10 for the first, 9 for the second, and 8 for the last. And this is where shit gets a little weird. Because I'm going to use Stunning Strike twice on my Flurry of Blows
You
hits.
can only attempt Stunning Strike once. That is another hardcore rule.
Okay, shouldn't have picked Monk. But I am open-handed technique, so he does have to make three dex saves to see if he doesn't get knocked prone.
What's the DC?
15.
15? Okay. So dex save. Yeah, passes with 20.
So he's got to do it 2 more times.
Another pass. That's a fail. Fails by 1. So he is prone right now.
So it's just boom, 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 with these air blasts exploding, eventually driving him to the fucking ground.
All right. Impressive.
And I just got check distance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to back up. Oh, I can't chop up my movement. Never mind. That is.
You can
my
chop
turn.
up your movement if you want.
I can chop up my movement? Okay.
Well, how much
Yeah.
movement? What's your total movement speed?
55, and I use 25.
Yeah, you can
So,
definitely chop your movement. I allow that, bro. Don't worry about
Zip
it.
right back to where I was. I'm just looks
All right.
over it. Looks over at Arceus, and that's my turn.
All right. Legendary action. He will take the dodge action and spends a legendary action point. Yep. So he'll just be in a defensive stance. So attacks against him will be at disadvantage. So now it is Koto's turn. Tearing from the shadows, he is gonna go over here, and we'll take the first shot. His first attack is with advantage. Rolls 2 5s. So let me just check his stuff here real quick. This longbow. Yeah, so that's a 16. So the first one misses. Second attack with the bow. Let me just make sure he gets. Yeah, he gets 2 attacks. So second attack, non-advantage. That misses. He will use.
Wait. How's he getting advantage on any of this?
He gets the first attack from advantage because he was hidden. The second, he isn't.
But if Black did the dodge, you're okay.
Oh yeah, he is the dodge action. I forgot. Let me roll all these.
And then if he's prone, all rage attacks have disadvantage anyway.
That is true. I forgot.
Koto would
we'll
know
say,
that.
so we'll say the first. Okay, so we'll just adjust positions here.
At least melee won't have disadvantage with his dodge because he's prone.
Yeah, it's just, but rage attacks have disadvantage
Yeah.
because when you're
Because he's prone. Yep.
Okay, so seeing the situation, let me make it just an intelligence check about the skulls, because he's looking at the skull situation at the moment. Okay, he's unsure of what the skull situation is with the ritual is concerned, but he just knows that Black is a threat. So as far as he's gonna hold an attack, and when Black gets up, I'll say he'll hold an attack action. So next it is Black's turn. He gets all of his legendary actions back. He'll stand up, and he will then say, "You prove a worthy challenge, but you are no match for the way of sorrow." He will run dash to you guys, and as on the way running, he will leap into the air, and you see his one hand where you see the chains at first. You see him just with a glowing fist, and as he comes in your guys' direction, as he slams here, well, first Koto gets his attack while he's in the air, which hits. So Black will take an arrow for his troubles, which is a D8 plus 6. He'll deal 13 points of piercing damage. Well, excuse me, 14 because he has a +1. So let me just write that down. And as he is coming in, as he is in the air, again, you see this phantom hand just appeared in one of his claws. And as he slams the ground in front of you guys, I need all of you to make. I need basically Axius, his dog, and Gnarly to make strength saving throws as he burns a key point to do one of his monk abilities.
Gnarly, you get a +2 to your saving throws because I got was it Vengeance or Vow? That's my first time as a paladin. It's great. That's what I got for the level or protection. There it is.
6. So that lands me at 17.
Okay.
That's 26 for Axius, and let me see what my wolf stats are. They get just +1. Okay, 1 second. Or +3 for that. 21 for the wolf.
All of you succeed. As he slams his fist to the ground, you see a wave just disperse, almost knocking you off your feet. And then that uses one of his attacks, so he burned a key point for that. He can't use that. And he will then rush up to you, Axis, and will attempt to punch you. So first attack.
I took Sentinel instead of Lucky. So
You
for him
cannot
trying to attack my
You cannot
bro,
you cannot pick Sentinel either. Sentinel's another hardcore feat that is Bane.
I've been thinking all the broken things.
stop nerfing me!
Oh my. Yeah, I can't
So-
wait to hear you. I'm a magic adept. It's like, wait.
Alright, so Black rolled a 15 plus
Doesn't hit.
7, so that
Oh.
definitely hits.
Yep.
So you will take, I think it's a D8 for his punches. Yep, D8. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and he'll attempt to stunning strike you. He'll burn a key point. It needs you to
That's
make
a
a con save.
19.
That succeeds. So
And
He-
I want to do Hellish Rebuke as well.
okay, so make your attack, make your hellish rebuke then.
No, you have to make a save. It's a
Oh, I have to make a save. My apologies. And it's a dex save.
14 dex, yeah.
14 dex. He fails it.
Oh, snap. I was like, oh, he has evasion. I was like, yeah, he's gonna miss just like Gnarly did last episode. I was like, oh, snap. So that is 18 damage.
Mm-hmm. So as he punches you, you realize that in comparison to a lot of his punches, his is a lot more harder. And as you cast your hellish rebuke, he goes, ah! Let's see what you're afraid of. He pulls out. You see the phantom chain that's around his arm get longer, and then he's gonna whip you with it with a flurry of blows. So he will attack. 21 to hit. You only take 1 point of psychic damage, but he's gonna burn a key point to force you to make a wisdom save.
Uh, 17.
17 wisdom save. Yep, that succeeds. You see, as he whips the chain, he then pulls it back up to your mind, and you can tell he's trying to pull something out of your mind, but your mind at the moment's just, at that point, it just pops out. He's like, you're a lot tougher than I thought. And then he'll kick you for a flurry of blows, which he'll miss, unfortunately. You dodge the kick, and that is Black's go. It is now your turn, Axius.
So that's me and my wolf
Yep.
at the same time. Okay.
Yep.
Bonus action rage.
Yep.
Do I get pack tactics or just my wolf?
Just your wolf.
Okay. So I am going to have my wolf flank him first. So just
Sure.
circle around him to flank.
Sure.
See if there we go. And then the wolf will attack at advantage.
Mhm.
For pack tactics, do that one first. So 2d20s. He gets +4. Okay. First one was a 2. Second one. Does a 15 hit?
Does not hit.
Okay. So
And
that's my
your attack
wolf's-
from your wolf.
That's my attack from my wolf, so that one misses.
Okay.
And Axius will attack twice. Do I get
Okay.
advantage because my wolf attacked first? Because now I'm flanking him?
No, you just get a +1 to your. You just get a +1 to your attack roll on top of all of your pluses.
You know what? Let's get crazy. Let's go reckless. So.
All right,
Advantage.
first time reckless. Let's do this.
26 to hit first attack.
That hits.
Second attack. Give me a nat 20, please. Nope. 28 to hit.
That hits.
I'm gonna spend a second level spell slot on one of the attacks for a second level divine smite.
Go for it, bro.
So let me do the damage for the first one. I love being a freaking barbarian. That is 15 damage for the first attack.
Mhm.
And the second attack is 11 plus the 3d8 for the smite.
Damn.
Only 13 damage there. So do I gotta add that all up? 1 second.
Math, man.
Yeah, so that's 26 plus 11 plus 2. So 37 plus 2, 39 damage.
Ooh That's a lot of damage.
That is my go.
All right, so legendary action. He will spend one, and you see him get into a fast movement stance, and he'll disengage and can move half his movement. So he will disengage and will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he'll move there, and it looks like he's running towards the skulls at this point. So now it is Ichabod's turn, and you're behind this pillar at the moment. He has not noticed you.
I will move up to here. I'm going to try to shoot the purple skull. See if I can't disrupt this
Okay. This
showing.
Alright.
Ritual, yeah. First shot. 16 to hit.
16. So you hit the skull. Let me just roll this d20 here.
Got her the skull.
So you hit the skull, and you... And this is with your heavy crossbow, right?
No, my short bow.
Your short bow, okay. So you hit it, it goes ding, and it slightly shifts. And you can see that the concentration... Oh, I locked it, that's why. So it shifts away a bit from the center. And as it does, you see that this concentrated beam that is going up to this woman in the middle slowly start to like shift a bit. Goes right here, actually. All right. Anything else you would like to do, Ichabod?
Guess I'll take my second shot at the purple one again. See if I can't crack it or
All right.
knock it down. $25 to hit.
That will hit. So you, again, it goes right up against this wall, and you see that the beam you see is getting a lot more weaker, and you see that this female body that is hanging in the middle slowly starts to shift down a bit.
Okay.
And I want to say that this is 80 feet up, so now it's 40 feet from where. So the height of the building's 80 feet. The corpse was at 40, but now it's going down to 30.
All right. I'll move back 5 and try to hide behind the pillar again.
Okay. And you are a rogue, so you can attempt to hide as a bonus action.
Stealth of 30.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Black doesn't see it. So, all right.
And
See
then I'm
here.
done.
Okay, just seeing if Black wants to do anything here. Okay. He will spend another legendary action to disengage and then move another 25 feet. And then he'll be near the green skull. Boop. All right. Gnarly, top of the initiative. You're up.
Can I say something to Gnarly before he goes? Like as a
Sure.
free action or not?
Here, you
I'll
can talk.
say-
Talking's a free action.
I'll say to Gnarly, that green skull's gonna heal him. Keep him away from it.
Easily done. And he zooms up. And yeah, I'm gonna go with the classic. I'm gonna hit him in the face.
All right. Good luck.
23 to hit.
That hits.
And might as well start it off early. Stunning strike. He needs to
Alright.
make a DC 15 con save.
15 exact.
Meets it, beats it. Okay, he also needs to make a DC 15 strength save or be pushed back 15 feet.
Now, is that 2 saves in 1 hit, or is it for every hit?
So every time I hit him, he has to make either a strength or a dex save for either falling down or getting pushed back.
No, but what I'm saying is that can you stack like effects on top of 1 punch, or do you have to land 2 separate attacks?
It's just says when you hit. So I assume it's every hit. Every time I hit him, he has to. And it doesn't say anything about stacking. It just...
keep
D&D is
it
not that
fair.
complex.
That's fair. To keep it fair, and this will go for, Black, of course. I would say make another attack roll, and if that hits, then you can do attempt to do another save at that point because stacking saves it's kind of broken. But so see if you hit again. You still got a bunch more.
26
attacks.
to hit.
That will hit. So let me just make what is it? Strength save?
Yep.
Or he's prone. You said.
Or he gets knocked back 15 feet.
Yeah, he fails it.
So I'm gonna send him right into this pillar. Just boom, and the blast goes off, and he sails back.
Ugh. And he crashes into the pillar and cracks it a bit.
Why move the skull when I could just move him? And I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move up and flurry of blows.
All right.
First attack is a 10.
10
Definitely
will
not
miss.
a hit. And my next attack is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So can he do the DC save on this one for getting knocked prone?
Yep.
Okay, so he has to make a DC 15 dex save. I'm gonna roll my
Dex
damage.
save.
Yep.
He fails it, so he is prone.
16 damage total on 3 hits.
Ugh! You are getting quite a nuisance.
Get swole,
Yo.
bro! That's my turn.
Alright. He will spend a legendary action to. Let's look at this stuff. He will spend a legendary action to try to kick you right into the shins. He'll burn just to do one attack. I'm assuming a 14 doesn't hit. You are muted.
Sorry, I'm not used to that. So he goes to kick out and he misses. And Gnarly's just like, stop trying to kick me. Stop.
All right, it's his turn. It's Koto's turn. He goes over here, realizes that Black is prone again. He'll try to get a better vantage point, and then he's gonna hold an attack action for when Black gets up. It is Black's turn now. He gets all of his legendary actions back. He will stand up, which will cost Koto's attack. That is a natural 1. So unfortunately, it will miss. And he like dodges it, looks at Koto, and then looks at you, Gnarly. Seeing the circumstances, he will. Let's see here, I'm just looking at all his stuff.
He stood up, right?
He
To
stands
trigger
up.
the
Yep,
attack.
it already did. He rolled a 1.
Oh.
That sucks. He's looking kind of rough at the moment, so he will. You see, Gnarly, that Dragonborns usually have 2 claw hands, but you see one of his left hand in particular is more like a humanoid hand, which is like a necrotic hand that goes all the way up to his arm. You didn't notice it at first because he was far away, but now you're starting to notice it now getting up close and personal. And he'll says, "Now do me a favor, sleep." He'll wave his hand, it glows, and he'll cast a 3rd level sleep spell. So let me just roll a bunch of d8s here. I think it's 9 d8s in total.
He has to go over my health total to make me sleep, right?
Yep. But he rolls 9 d8s.
Even if he rolled maximum dice, it still wouldn't be enough. I switched it out for the tough feat.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, so
I
realizing
feel like
that
I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew!
you are becoming a nuisance, he'll spend a key point to get into a defensive stance. And that will be his turn. It is your turn, Axios.
How much movement speed do I have? I'm at level 2 exhaustion.
With level 2 exhaustion, you have half your movement.
Alright, so 15. So I'm gonna just move my wolf. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's your wolf.
Sorry. It just.
It
one
happens.
second. Jeez. I want to essentially move my wolf to as close to the green skull as he can go.
Okay. What's its movement speed?
40 feet.
Yeah, he can get to it. It only takes him 30 feet.
Alright, perfect. And then I guess we're both gonna end up holding our action. So he's gonna hold his action to attack if Black gets close.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. I feel like I'm going to lose my rage, but I'll move up 15 feet. Let me see. 5, 10, 15. Dang it, again. And then use my bonus action to harness Divine Sense to get my second level spell slot back.
Okay.
And
Divine
I'll use
energy.
my. Huh?
It's harness divine energy. All right.
Oh, yeah,
so-
harness Divine Energy, and I'll
Yep.
use my action to dodge. That's my
All
turn.
right. So you're going up. You're sensing you're losing your rage, and you just call for Asmodeus to give you some sort of power. And as you do, your body starts to become a flame at a quick second before you feel like you're getting some sort of a second wind at first, as you're imbued with some magic as you are actively dodging. It's Black. Black will spend 3 legendary action to call ally. He can only use this up to 3 times this combat, and he will whistle. And as he whistles, you, Gnarly, up close, see towards the corner of this temple. What you didn't see beforehand is that you start to see large shifts in movement. And as you do, you start to see 2 glowing white eyes of massive form. And as the movement, as this thing steps into the light, you see in the corner what you've originally wanted to do since you joined this crew, and that you see at this point a very decayed, zombified green dragon in the corner appearing before the battlefield as he whistles. It won't take its action this turn, but now that's a threat. It is your turn now, Ichabod. You see the dragon appearing in the corner. What would you like to do? Did the music stop? That sucks. I'll play some more while you guys do your turn.
I will. 5, 10. If I get right to there, can I still see the purple skull?
Not based on your viewpoint because there's stairs that go up. So
Okay.
unfortunately, no. You just know that it landed on the stairs on the opposite side.
Can I see the red one?
You do see the red one.
Take 2 shots at the red one. Try to knock
Attack
it
rolls.
out of line and disrupt the. My
All right.
first shot. 13.
13 will miss.
Shot. 15.
15 will just hit it. So you hit it. Boing! It goes and it starts to tumble down. You know that it. Oh, it's locked. I keep forgetting to unlock this. All right. So you see the skull just topple over. You assumed it's down the stairs at the opposite end.
Okay. And any difference between the lady or the beam?
You see the lady going down by another. At this point, you see the lady just drop down from 20 feet, and you look and you see that this woman is like very much dead, and you see the green skull is no, and you see this concentrated beam that was once there no longer being present, and you see the orb that's been hanging up the whole time just start to slowly come down. But as it goes down, the corpse is kind of in the way. So at the moment, you see it like pushed against the corpse before eventually just going through the corpse with with the corpse just separating itself before sinking deep beneath underground. But at this point, there's a corpse on the ground. So we'll just leave that there.
Do the skulls drop too, or no?
2 of the skulls, fell on the opposite end. The green one's still present near your wolf.
Wait, is it on the ground or is it in the air? Is what I'm asking.
The skulls is on the ground. The orb sank through the floor.
All right, just. Dang it! All right.
All right. Anything else, Ichabod?
Done.
Gnarly, it is your turn. You see
My bonus action to hide behind
Sure.
under the
stealth check.
30 again.
You're stealthy. All right. Gnarly, you were up. You see Black is taking a position, and at the corner of your eye, you see an undead green dragon appearing. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna choose to ignore the green dragon. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep punching this guy because no matter what he
Alrighty.
says, it does. I'm not gonna stop hitting him.
All right. So make your attacks with
26 to hit and with disadvantage, right?
Yep, with disadvantage because he's actively dodging.
Okay, so 15 on the last roll. So that's a
Misses.
miss.
Yep.
I am gonna duck over here, and because I made a strike, he can't reaction Oppie for having the nimble feet. And I'm gonna use my second strike to fucking punt this thing across the room.
Sure. That's just you could just do that. No rules required. Just
Like a
make just make an athletics check for me.
Can I make an attack roll instead?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Can I
Okay.
use my wolf reaction and try to grab the skull in its mouth before he
Sure.
shoots it?
Sure. So I would say make an attack roll and then make a dexterity check for your wolf.
Alright.
A 10 to hit.
10. Okay, so you gotta beat a 10 with your dex check.
So that's a 12.
Yeah. So before you go to football punting, you see this wolf just grapple this skull in its mouth.
He just kind of looks at it. I got you, furry man. And he steps back over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bonus action flurry of blows.
All right.
It's not about how hard you hit; it's how many times. 11 to hit on the first one, so already the first hit's a goner.
Yep.
Second hit, 20 to hit, and then let's see with the disadvantage, 25.
That hits.
That gives me opportunity to concuss him. So I'm gonna use
Alright.
once again. You know the deal. You know what I'm thinking.
Yep. And it's a con save, yes?
Yep, 15.
14. He's stunned.
Boom! He just rattles his brain with that. Does 6 points of damage.
As you're engaging in combat with Black, you realize as he dodges, you can tell he's actively knowing how to block. You can tell he's probably a higher level monk, but you just catch him right at the last punch before stunning him. Goes, "Ah!"
He just turns and points back to Axius and says, "Batter up." And then, for his remainder of his movement, runs over here and tries to intimidate the dragon. Just yell, just being a fucking joke.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. So stunning strike lasts till the end of his turn or your
The
turn?
end of his turn. Yep.
Okay. So Black is stunned, and then at the end of this turn, he's no longer stunned. He goes, "Ah, you run away," and now he says, "You are now food to the beast." And now the dragon will go. So this dragon will do a multi-attack. So he gets 3 attacks, 1 with its bite, 2 with its claws. So let's do with the claw attack. The claw will miss. Second claw attack is an 18. Does that hit you, Gnarly?
Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm muted. Meets it, beats it. He hit it.
Does it just hit your armor class, or does it go over it?
It just hits it.
All right. So for this rule, if it just hits your armor class, the damage is reduced to half just to give armor meaning. So instead of taking 11 slashing damage, you will take 5. And then the bite. The bite will not hit. So he claws at you, you dodge, the second claw gets you, but before he goes into the bite, you just dodge out of the way. This dragon is going all out on you. And that is the end of the dragon. That's the end of the bad guy's turn. Axius, you're up. Gnarly gave you a cue to go after him.
I am gonna have the wolf bring the green skull to me. I'm gonna take said skull in my hand.
All right. You will take 48 of necrotic.
Even though I am evil alignment.
Of evil alignment. This
Yeah.
that was the purple skull. You have never grabbed the green skull before.
No, but every time, like, you had that happen when I touched the red skull as well with my alignment. Like,
Oh yeah, with your alignment.
every
So
skull was
you
about my
pick,
alignment.
you pick up the alignment. You pick up the skull, and as it does, you feel this weird energy go through you, almost rejuvenating of sorts. And for a second, you hear the skull calling to you, saying a whisper saying, "Do the work. The work must be done. Gather the others." For a second, you hear this for moments before realizing the potential of the skull. So, now that you have set Green Skull, what would you like to do? That's
Does
your
it give-
item interaction. So,
Does it give me any restorative properties? Because I am aware that it does.
would you like to activate it to find out?
So before, this is a big callback. I memorized one of Black sayings with the green skull.
That you did.
Even though I don't know what the phrase says, I remember him using it.
Sure.
Is that the same as activating it? Would I know that? I guess.
You know that's one of the command words. You don't know what it truly does.
But I don't know if that activates it for its restorative properties. Is what I'm saying.
You aren't too sure about the properties. You just know the command word. Would you like to find out?
Fuck it. Final episode. Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so doing this will cost you your bonus action. You wheel it, you say the command word, and for a moment, you see this big wave just appear throughout this entire vicinity. A moment passes, but then you start to hear. Let me just roll this here. You hear, coming from this direction, loud banging noises crashing through the wall. And as it does, you just see these once white-eyed zombies now appearing with green eyes crashing through the wall. All with glowing green eyes. They just crash through the wall. And they seemed to wait for your instruction.
What instruction? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh man. Oh, what a fucking character arc. I'm going to point both at the dragon and at Black and say, "Feast on them." If that even works that way, I have no freaking clue.
All right.
But
Okay. We'll see what the zombies do on their turn. So that's your bonus action now. You still have a full action and movement.
I mean, if I thought the skull was actually going to take away my exhaustion points, but since I have half movement, I'm just going to use my action to dodge because I'm 15 feet. I'm not getting anywhere with this crap.
All right. So, as I make all these zombies icons green, Black will sense this. He sees you with the skull, and he kind of raises his eyebrows like, "You see, power runs through you too. But how long will it last?" He'll spend 2 legendary actions, will point his finger at you, and will shoot a finger of death at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
So I get advantage because I see it?
Yep. You do see it. Well, yeah, you do see it because of the intercept.
That is a 23.
That succeeds. So, just like a finger of death real quick. That's his once per day ability, so he'll no longer use that and sleep. So just look up the spell real quick.
We're emasculating this guy. He's done 0 damage.
Are you kidding me? I've been taking hits. Like it's.
Oh, you've been taking hits?
Yes.
Gnarly wasn't paying attention.
So you'll be taking half of this damage, which is 78 plus 30. So you'll take half of this.
I think you said 7, 8. I was like,
No, not 78.
Jeez, my heart. It's not a
We
good.
spent 2 legendary actions just doing this, so 3, 4, 5.
Has he cast this on you before? Tell me the truth, guys.
Yeah, this is how I got KO'd in the freaking battle at the in town.
That is not a fun way to go out.
That's how we lost the purple skull.
That's how we lost the red. No, it was the red one.
10.
Yep.
It was the red one.
16,
This is some revenge shit. I'm on it.
21.
Yeah, I've been on a revenge boner on this one. This entire campaign.
So it would have been 61 reduced to 30.
It was funny. It was almost the same damage I took last time.
So you dodge knowing what happened last time this happened, and it just it's like a laser beam through your stomach, and there's just like this weird half hole in your stomach as you dodge it. So that spends 2 of his legendary actions. Ichabod, you're up. What would you like to do?
Oh, crap. Come up to the top here. That's what, 10 feet?
Yep.
I'll fire my 2 shots at Black.
Okay.
Dead.
All right.
Alright. Get set up. First shot. Sucked. 9.
He dodges it.
Second shot. Natural 20.
Oh, hell yeah. So roll that damage for me, please.
5 points. Since I'm a swashbuckler, I get my sneak attack too.
Alright, so it's max damage for your bow, plus max damage for your sneak attack, plus whatever you roll on your damage dice.
Alright.
Critical hits.
So it's 12 and 7 is 19 there.
Mm-hmm.
Max damage for the short bow was a d6 plus 3, that would be 9. Plus 8. 18. 19 and 19. Oh god, 17 and 19. 36 points of damage.
Alright, he will use his reaction to deflect missiles to attempt to reduce that damage. So he rolled a 5 on the d10 plus 19, so he will reduce 24 points of that. So you see Black just at the split second just catching this arrow, but you see that the arrowhead's just landed right into his pectoral muscle. It goes, ah! And then he just snaps the arrow in half, and he looks at you with anger.
Alright. I still have movement.
Yep.
Okay, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Run up to this way.
Okay.
And I have nothing to hide behind, so screw it. Stand there.
Okay. Black will spend his legendary action taking the dodge action. And it is now top of the round. Gnarly, you're up. This dragon's in front of you. What would you like to do, my friend?
Gnarly's gonna go up for an uppercut, try and give it a good old whack in the jaw.
Sure.
And that is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
That hits for 10 damage. And has to make a DC 15 dex save or be knocked prone.
Okay. You said dex save?
Yep.
A 19 will do it.
Okay. With nimble, I'm just gonna use my movement, and I'm gonna move over to him. His dodge action is done.
So the nimble action, can you read the nimble feat for me, please? I'm not familiar with it.
Yes, absolutely. I'll read the relevant part. 'Cause it's kind of wordy. I'm sorry, mobile. You don't provoke opportunity attacks from a creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not.
Okay. That is fine. So you run up to Black as he is in a defensive stance.
Oh, did he take the? I thought his dodge action was over.
He spent his third legendary action to take the dodge. As my dog is barking.
Nah, we're gonna recant that, and I'm just gonna keep wailing on this thing.
Okay.
Another unarmed attack with 17 to hit.
Misses.
All right. Going into a flurry of blows
Alrighty.
for another 11 to hit. Not good.
Nope.
And 11 to hit again. Just missing everything.
You are punching this dragon, and it's a lot harder than you thought it was.
Okay. That is my turn. He's running
Alright.
out of his go juice.
It is Koto's turn. He will go around the zombies, and he will fire shots at Black. So, this will be made with disadvantage. First one will miss. He rolled high there. Second one will hit. D8. Does 8 piercing. And then Kensei shot. Oh, that's the wrong dice. That one will miss. So you see Koto fire 3 arrows. So you see Black like swipe at 2 of them and taking the third one right into the abdominal area. He is getting weak at this point.
Which arrows did he use?
He used. Let's see here. Let me just check his inventory.
It's exploding arrows.
Or the
He's just
arrows?
been using his regular arrows, but now he's probably gonna switch arrows at this point.
All right.
Alrighty. So it is Black's turn. He gets all of his legendary actions back, and he will say, "You are all worthy adversaries, but I think the time for games is over." And he will go over here, pick up the black skull with a necrotic hand. You see the necrotic, as he picks up the red skull, you see his hand glow this bright red color. It looks like it's going to seep into his veins and having the similar effect that you had, Axios, but because of his necrosis hand, it doesn't seem to affect him when he picks it up. And he will bonus action use empowerment, and his all throughout his body, including like the in-betweens of his scales, starts to light up this red color. And as it does, he will do double. Let me just look up the red skull real quick.
Yeah, we need a D4 roll.
He will take the skull, and he'll use a bonus action to say another command word in a language you guys can't understand. And as he does, you guys hear. Let's roll this. You guys hear, coming from the opposite end, a lot of breakage coming to the left side of things, as glowing white zombies, now this whitish reddish color seems to go through the walls. And he will say, "Get them, feed on their corpses." And these zombies will whoop, whoop. They'll spend their entire turn just getting out of there, and they'll take.
Wait, so my green zombies turn white?
So your zombies are turning like this whitish greenish color, and these are a reddish whitish color.
Got it.
So-
Jeez,
so-
we're gonna have a war.
Gonna be a battle of zombies.
So these guys will just spend their entire time moving.
Did you
Getting
even move your
closer.
zombies last time?
I didn't take a turn after I command.
He didn't take a turn yet.
Oh.
So he'll use that as the bonus action, and then he'll look at you, Ichabod, and he says, "Now." He runs up to you, and as he goes up to you, let me just attach it to here. As he goes up to you, he says, "Let's see what you are afraid of now." And you see this phantom changes appear, and he's gonna whip you with it. That's a cocked die. 22 will hit, I presume.
Yeah.
You only take 2 psychic damage, but he's gonna burn a key point to force you to make a wisdom save.
Alright. Wisdom save. At 3.
3. Tell me, what is Ichabod most afraid of as far as a creature or what have you?
I'm afraid of a creature.
Yeah, is there a specific person or a type of creature that Ichabod is scared of?
Centaurs.
All right. So you
Because
see
they
him
scream when
whip.
you put horseshoes on.
All right, you see him whip this chain, and then he pulls it back up to your mind, and you see like a glowing ball come out as from your forehead as he uses his chain to pull out, and then he grabs the orb and then just slams it right next to him, and you see what lies before you in a phantom like ghost, a centaur, to you. It's not that big. Don't worry about it. It is this big. For everyone else that's seeing it, you just see like a phantomless deity of some sort. But for you, Ichabod, you see a centaur. Now, because of this, as long as this thing is on the playing field, you have the frightened condition and cannot and suffer all effects of the frightened condition. And this lasts as long as this thing is on the field. And you see it's like, centaurs, huh? Pathetic. He will move up to you and will punch you. Actually, I take that back. He says, a centaur, how ridiculous. You'll now know true pain. And you start to see his mouth form up, bubble up, and he will use his acid breath on you. I need you to make a dex save.
Seven.
That fails it. So he has a chromatic dragonborn, and as part of the newly dragonborn class, Dragon Breath deals D10 damage, and at his level, he does 3d10 acid damage. So you take 12 acid damage as he hurls his acid from his mouth onto your body, burning you. He says,
Right.
you'll now know true pain. And then he says, now face your fears. And this entity will go up to you and will strike you, but will fail to do so. I'm assuming a 14 does not hit.
Nope.
You see the centaur rush towards you. You're like, ah! And then you just, at the last second, just dodge its attack. Dragon's
Okay.
turn. Gnarly. This dragon is very angry that it's not hitting you. So it'll attempt to hit you once again. So first the claw marks. First one will miss. Second claw. 17 to hit?
Nope.
Nope. Alright. Bite. That's caught. A 16 doesn't hit. So you are actively dodging this dragon's attacks. Swipe, you're just dodging and weaving even its bite attack. Let's see. Alright, that is all the bad guys goes. Now it is your turn, Axios.
Would it be an item interaction to direct my zombies to fight black zombies?
So I can tell you this now. So what your skull does is that it basically commands zombies to do your bidding. If you want to command them to do a specific task, that would take up your bonus action, but the zombies will do its best to complete said task. Otherwise, they just continue the task until you command them otherwise. So, for instance, if you tell them to go north, they'll continuously go north until you do them to stop them. And on frequent turns, they'll just keep doing that task until you say otherwise. So it's that, for example.
Alright, so I'm going to use my full action to just move 15 feet closer to the action.
Okay.
Let me see where that is. That's on top of the steps?
Yep.
Perfect. I'm going to telepathically tell my dog to use its action and its movement to try to get to the purple skull.
Okay. He'll say okay, and he will go. What's his movement speed? 30?
40.
40. 5. Oh, my mouse isn't right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He could get to here, but he would have to use its action to get to the skull.
That's what I want, or its action
Okay.
to get to the skull.
Yep, you could just get to it.
Alright, and I can't use an item action to put it in its mouth yet. So, and then I'll just use my bonus action to direct my zombies to engage with the red and white-eyed zombies.
And it will move 20. Each of them will move as close. So its movement speed is 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. These guys have to go through, so they can only get up to here. And then they'll get closer.
And my action, I can't. How far is Black away from me? Is
1
5,
second.
10,
Each square is 5 feet.
So is he 20 feet or 25? Because he's on a 5, 10, 15.
He's 20
20.
feet away.
Okay, perfect. He's 20 feet away. All right.
Yep.
Cool. I am going to attack him twice with my dagger.
Okay.
No,
Attack.
actually, no. Renege that. I'm just going to use lay on hands for myself. I'm going to replenish about 15 hit points back to my self.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Can't you
Right.
use that to take an exhaustion away?
It's cure a disease or neutralize a poison, so it's not exhaustion per se.
Okay.
Black will spend 2 legendary actions and 2 key points to do quicken healing. So he will regain 1d8 plus 5. He gains some hit points. Alright. Ichabod, it is your turn. So at the moment, you have the frightened condition. So any attack
Against this swirly thing, the centaur.
you see as
Not against
ghostly
Black.
centaur. Yep.
So I'll go up and attack Black with
Alrighty.
my
Let me just
plus
check the
1
frightened-
longsword and my hand axe.
Alright, let me just check the frightened condition real quick. See if that does anything. 1 second, y'all. Conditions. Alright. Reading. Let's see, frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while in the source of line of sight. The creature can't move close to a sphere. Okay, so movement's no problem for you, but your attacks will have disadvantage because the thing is right next to Buck. So
Alright.
your attacks will be made with disadvantage.
First swing. $21 to hit.
With disadvantage?
That's my second roll was a natural 20.
Oh shit.
Disadvantage would be 21.
that hits.
Alright. Oh crap. It's telling me I got how do I get rid of stuff? Alright. It's not 10, it's actually 3 plus 4. So 7 points of damage.
Alright. He takes some of it.
My second swing, I don't know how to do disadvantage.
So roll 2d20s or right click it and then it will give you the disadvantage option.
Oh. Oh, I see it. Disadvantage. D. Not doing anything.
Give it a second.
Oh, roll. Okay. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit Black. He easily, the source of your fear is nearby, you're not doing your full attack swings as you usually do, and they don't seem to affect Black.
Alright.
Anything else you would like to do at the moment?
The bonus action attack with my hand axe plus 2 or my Vecna hand axe.
Vecna hand. All right, let's go.
Let's see if I can do this again. Disadvantage. Roll. Natural 20 and an 18. So it's a
Oh my
27
God.
to hit.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage for your axe.
6 plus 5 is 11 points.
All right, Black is getting weaker.
Do I roll my sneak attack or do I roll the 20 that you said to roll whenever I use that?
So hand axe would not be considered for a sneak attack because it's not a finesse weapon, but roll your d20 to see if a random effect happens or not.
Roll a 20. An 11.
Okay, something happens. Here we go. All right, let me get the chart
I
out.
gets a bunny tail.
1 second. Hold on. Do. As you swing your hand, actually start to see this glow glimmer as it strikes black. As it does. 1 second, as I get my chart out. One second, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Oh, a D100.
Yep.
$86.
86. All right. Let's see, I'm reading this here.
It's a bunny tail and ears.
Hold on, I'm reading this.
Are you rolling on wild magic?
I'm reading it to see and try to figure out a way how this works in narrative. Let me check the ring. Okay. So as you swing with your axe starts to glimmer, and as it does, you see that the blood on the axe from Black's body starts to illuminate this glow, and at this point, the entire axe glows. You have an additional +5 to hit on your next attack with your axe. All right, and that will be your turn. Gnarly, the dragon's still in front of you. You're actively dodging it. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna glance back. Is Black in defensive stance?
He is, at the moment, not in defensive stance.
Alright, I am going to make an attack against the one in front of me. For an
Okay.
11 to hit, which is clearly a miss against the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my movement to come over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like attacking and defending, so this thing is just near him, right? It's not in his arm.
But yeah, this thing, yeah, that just signifies that he has it in his possession. I can't like attach it to him, unfortunately. So.
I'm going to open hand palm strike it towards my good buddy, the paladin.
All right, so I would say make an attack roll, and he will attempt a dex check to avoid you doing that. So
22 to hit.
all right, let me see if he beats a 22 with his dex. Rolled a 19. You knock the skull out of him, and then it goes boop boop boop, boom, plants it right here.
Excellent. And did I hear someone say flanking earlier? Is there flanking with advantage?
So you are not currently at a flanking position. Flanking is that a line has to go across. Now with this, you get a +1 to your attack, on top of all your other stats. So
Okay. So I'm gonna flurry of blows.
all right, let's see how well you do.
22 to hit. Or I'm
will
sorry,
hit.
it's not an advantage. It's a +1. So 12.
Yep.
So ignore
12.
that.
He will dodge it.
Okay, 22 to hit.
That will hit.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Sick. And I am gonna stay right here. And that is my
All right.
turn.
He will spend his third and final legendary action. Says, "You are becoming a nuisance," and he'll try to backhand you.
Becoming a nuisance? If I wasn't a nuisance from the beginning.
Yeah, I think we've been a nuisance all this time there, Blackie.
So he crits you. Let me just
Fair
see
enough.
here. You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage, and he will burn a key point to attempt a stunning strike against you. So make a
Con save, right?
Yep.
21.
21, you beat it.
Alright.
Kodo's turn. He will swap arrows. He will go for his more deadly arrows, which are his Manticore arrows, which deals double damage dice if he hits them, but he has a limited amount of them. So
But he had
just-
12.
Yeah. So just all right. So he will use both of his attacks to reduce it. First one hits. Second one doesn't. Go for a Kensai shot. Alright, so first let's roll the first attack. So it hits one with its primary attack and one with its Kensai. So let me just do the damage, which is 8. Not great rolls. Roll a total of 9 plus 6. Sorry, plus 7 because it's a plus 1 more. So it deals 16 damage on the first attack. Black is bloodied at this point. And whereas Kensai is a different die altogether. Kensai shot. Where is it at? Path of the Monk. Okay. Sorry, folks. Reading takes time.
Justin would absolutely know what to do.
Alright, he deals a significant amount of damage to Black, and Black is getting weakened and weaker as the fight progresses. It is now Black's turn. He will get all his legendary actions back, and he will say, "Come, my beast, it is time to breathe your death." And this dragon will come over here, and let me just check the cone range at this point. I'm just going to move the skull here to signify this. The skull's still where the dragon's at, it's just the dragon's token's very big. Let me just check the cone. Okay, just one sec. Where's the cone? Here it is. Um, 5, 10, 15. Yep. So basically, I'm gonna need Gnarly, Ichabod, and Axios to all make Constitution saving throws.
Doesn't it hit Black as well?
It will hit Black, so people will make
So-
And the centaur.
the centaur will make one as well.
And the dead woman. No, wait.
The woman's dead. It's a corpse at this point.
Do we get your aura from this distance?
It's only 10 feet. It's not high enough
Rip.
of a paladin to be 30. That'd
Well,
be
so
too
Black-
OP.
con save.
So Black and the centaur will succeed. So they'll take half damage.
I got a
Black is
23.
reduced. Black is resistant to poison, so it'll take half of that damage.
Rolled an 18.
18. Axios.
23.
23. Gnarly.
12.
12. Alright, so Gnarly, you'll be taking 42 points of poison damage. Ichabod and Axios, you'll take half that, which is
So
41.
my shield blocks against poison. Would that
That'll
happen as
reduce
well?
that 21 to a 10 at that point.
Okay.
So,
I have evasion, so I reduce it by half, so I take 21.
No, it's a con save though. Evasion's for dex saves.
yep.
Oh,
evasion
is it?
six.
Oh,
Yep, it's a con
bummer.
save. This dragon steps up and breathes this poisonous breath amongst all of you. Black, somewhat resistant and just actively dodges it while you guys take the brunt of the damage. That's the dragon's turn. To erase this cone. Why am I not erasing the cone? Oh, I'm on the wrong tool, that's why. Alright. Black will now attempt to punch you, Gnarly.
Dang it.
This is the first attack. Second attack. Does a 17 hit you?
No.
Nope. Alright, both attacks fail. And this sucks.
About 10 off,
see.
because I know about the blowbacks of this, but isn't he for himself?
He doesn't have possession of the skull. at
Oh,
this
he has to
point.
have it. Okay, I thought like you empower and you could lose possession but still have it. Okay.
Nope. Nope.
Damn, that's still.
He'll burn a key point to go into patient defense. So now it is the zombies go, and the zombies will get closer to the zombies. We're about to have zombie violence in a second.
When
So
the
they'll get-
madness ends, zombie on zombie violence.
So they'll have to spend their turn locking eyes with each other. It is now your turn, Axius. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use all my movement to get to the red skull and grab it.
All right, you grab the second red skull. It is at this point I need you to make a wisdom saving throw since you have 2 skulls in your possession.
Fair enough. I thought because I had this red skull before, I would have a affinity towards it.
Nope.
Okay. That's fair. That's a 10. Dang it.
That's a 10. Yeah, your evil alignment's really kicking in there. You grab the second skull and you hear a secondary voice. Seems to be trying to say, "You have my other half. Now, do what must be done. Collect the third and finish the process." You are more inclined at this point to follow their direction.
So, I guess at that point, I'm gonna have my wolf bring me the third skull.
All right. Boop, 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 boop. The wolf has the third skull. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw. Well, no, you use your item interaction to grab it. So at the moment, the wolf has the purple skull.
So, I have a quick question.
Yes. What is your question?
So, I haven't used my action. I haven't
Nope.
done anything.
Nope.
I have an action to open a portal via my steed to send it back to its realm.
Okay.
That's in hell.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that and jump in the portal with my steed.
All right.
Take these skulls out of the game. Do what I was brought here to do, and then hopefully get sent back
That
up here
is
to finish the job.
As the portal opens up beneath your hound, and as the 3 skulls are now more coalesced with each other, just go ahead and make one more wisdom save.
You told me I didn't touch. No, you.
Oh wait, hold up. 1 second, let me just.
That's a
double
dirty
check real
20.
quick. This is dirty 20. Okay, you follow with your plan as a portal of hell opens underneath your hell hand. It falls through it. You want to jump in it?
Yes.
Anything you want to say to your compatriots before you do so?
I'll come back to kill Black, but these got to stay out of. This got to get out the game.
Alright.
Take them out of the game.
All right. You jump into the portal with the 3 skulls, and at that point, we're gonna take a break. So at this point, guys, we'll take a quick 5-10 minute break, and we'll resume on the action to see what happens. And we're back. And Axius just pulled one of the biggest, craziest things ever. And not just in this fight, but in this, I think in D&D that I've witnessed ever. So during the break, I was looking up some stuff. And since your teleport brought you to the Nine Hells, I was looking up how things interact there. More specifically, how time works there. So,
I'll never make it to
would
that.
you like so Axius, would you like to hear the good news or the bad news?
All right, bad news. Am I done? This is my season finale, right? This is
So, throughout because time interacts very differently from the Nine Hells and the planar world. Essentially, the good news is that you did, because the skulls will no longer be in play. That's fine, but you are now in the Nine Hells, and as you enter through the portal with your hound, with the purple skull in its mouth, you look around and you just see a hellscape as you have entered the first layer of the Nine Hells, and you're like, "Damn, this looks crazy."
wait. This is
And
where my
then all
beast. This is where my beast soul is. So when I
yeah,
do this
so,
spell, summon steed, it summons. So essentially, when I send it back, it goes to whatever plane it originated from.
yep, which is
Okay,
the first layer of the
gotcha.
Nine Hells, and you see your beast just glow more fiery than ever, and now speaking through its mouth, you're like, ah, an infernal. Ah, finally, some hot air for once, which surprises you because it only communicated telepathically before.
Yes. Let's finish our job. Give me 1 second
All,
to contact the Lord, and then I'm just gonna sit there and pray to Asmodeus so he can know where I am, like a GPS ping.
all of a sudden, before you pray, you're like, ah, Axius, there you are. You turn around and you just see a weird horned tiefling devil, more human than devil, wearing this weird black suit, and he says, ah, you have finally come to achieve Asmodeus's goal, yes?
Yes, I've come to finish the task given to me.
Well, it's a good thing you have those three skulls there because the journey will be quite long, I would say.
Wait, I have to physically get there? He can't just transport me instantaneously? I gotta go back and fight Black.
Oh, don't worry about Black. What matters is that you serve Asmodeus himself. Unfortunately, Asmodeus cannot escape the ninth layer as it permits him. So, we must travel there. Your wolf is here, and he will accompany you. And I've been tasked to accompany you as well. So
You
let's
said
not
your
keep our
name
Lord
was
waiting.
what now?
My name is, as I look
Swear,
at the name list.
swear if it's Virgil. I swear if it's Virgil. You better have Axios go through Dante's Inferno just to get to the ninth layer.
Second. My name is Iros. That is Iarus. Iros. And I will be guiding you through the 9 layers. Come, follow me. I'll lead you a safe path.
Just go with them. Yeah.
So, in the context of this session, essentially, because time is very different, Axios will no longer be in play, but will probably show up in future projects. Who knows? But to keep you into the game, I'm gonna have you take over Kodo's character sheet. So you get control of Kodo's character for this session, and we'll see what happens to Axios in future projects or what have you. But effectively, in this fight, Axios, his Hellhound, and the skulls are no longer a factor. And now it's just Black, whatever zombies remain, and this green dragon. And now we're gonna get back to the action as I play music. So 1 second here. Copy playlist. Play. Boom. Alright. Back to the action. You guys see Axios just disappear in a portal. And Axios essentially taken out of this fight, Ichabod. There's a dragon behind you. There's a ghostly centaur in front of you, and so is Black. You're kind of sandwiched between all these guys. What would you like to do?
Curse out Axius for abandoning us, that purple skinned piece of horsefly. Crap. I switch hands with my weapons, so now the hand axe is in my main hand.
Yep.
I'm going to bonus action second wind.
Mm-hmm.
Get back some hit points. That's a D10. 6 and 5. I get 11 points back.
Mm-hmm.
Do this real quick.
So that's your bonus action as you swap weapons. You're like, yeah, you got this. As you
Yeah.
are in a bit of the struggle.
Then my 2 attacks with my main hand at
With the
disadvantage.
axe. But you have a +5 in addition to whatever your pluses are.
Alright.
To this one attack. Let's see how well you do.
+5 would be 16 to hit.
And you're hitting black?
Yeah.
That misses.
Alright. Guess I'll try to hit him again.
Alright. This one's without the +5.
Without the +5.
You see a glow for an instant as you whiff it, but now it stops glowing when you re-roll for your
21.
second hit. That will hit. Roll damage.
Eight points of damage.
Right, now roll that d20.
Roll d20. 14 again.
Alright, another random magical effect happens. Let's do this. Alright. Accidentally exit
D100?
out the... yeah, D100 for me. As I go back to the site. Alright.
89.
89. I think you had like 86 last time, right?
Yeah.
As you slice with the second, you see the axe glow this bright blue color, and as you go for the second swipe, you see our ice particles scatter around where Black's scar was and just explode. Go ahead and roll 3d6 worth of cold damage.
3d6 worth of cold damage. 7 points of damage.
All right. Ah! Black is getting very weak at this point. You want to use
What?
your actual dice? So, Black is getting very hurt at this point. He looks like he's almost on death's door.
What is his other hand doing?
They're just acting the same way. The only difference is that one hand has 4 claws and the other is just like a humanoid hand.
Yeah,
No
but
effect seems to happen.
it's not the matching set of my hand axe, is it?
You look at the hand axe and then you look at the opposite hand. You get the feeling that it's not the same hand, but it's
Oh.
probably some kind of something else, like some necrotic magic going on.
Okay. Damn, I thought I'd have a matching set.
Alright, so is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright, let's take a let's turn. Black will very bloodily get into a dodge action as his legendary action. Gnarly, you are up. But beforehand, Axios, you said you wanted to use your own dice, or you said? For Kodo?
So I don't have a way to roll digital dice with Kodo's sheet because it's not mine to own on D&D Beyond.
Ah, I see. Okay. Do you have physical dice or another means of rolling or no?
I gotta go find them. Yeah,
Yep.
give me one moment.
Yep, so Gnarly's gonna just take his turn in the meantime, so. Gnarly, you're up. Black is very hurt. But there's still a
Okay.
dragon looming. And this weird centaur thing.
Do you roll potions as a bonus action or action?
Drinking your own potion is a bonus action. Giving your potion to someone is an action.
Okay, I am going to bonus action use my only item, potion of healing, greater.
All right.
14 health back,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use wholeness of body, and I recover another straight 24 for my action.
Nice.
And that's it. I'm just gonna stay there and keep trying to give my good buddy some advantage. That's it.
As you're concentrating on your body healing to restore the properties, Black says, "Enough healing," and he'll attempt to punch you with his third legendary action. Roll this. He will miss. He is too weak to punch you. It is Kodo's turn, which is going to be controlled by Axius. So Axius, Kodo, Axius as Kodo, you are up. And you see Black is getting hurt. The dragon is a looming threat, though, and they see like two zombies mosh pitting against each other at this point.
You said that Black was in a defensive stance, correct?
He was, but then he punched, so now he no longer is.
Oh, he's not. Okay, perfect. So I will take 2 arrow shots at him with the +2 arrows.
Okay.
Let's roll some dice.
All right.
That is a 25 to hit on the first attack.
That hits.
Wait, no. 4. Sorry.
He has a
4 plus
+1 bow, so don't forget to add that +1.
Yeah, sorry. So jeez.
And he has
As
+10
not
to
as-
this.
No, he's +11 on the DC, what it says. But I rolled a 4, so that's 15. Sorry.
15 does not hit.
Alright, so second roll. 12 plus 11, that's 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Alright, and I need to use one of his key points for Kensei shot.
All right.
How does Kensei shot work?
It's like a regular attack, but instead of a D8, it's a D4
Got it.
for damage.
And that's 16 plus 11, so that's 27 to hit.
27 will hit
For the Kensei. Alright, so that's a D8 for the damage.
for the regular.
So that is 6 plus 5, that's 11 damage. And then the Kensei shot is a D4. 4 max damage, so 9 Kensei shot damage.
You see he's getting very pissed off as he's taking hit after hit.
Alright, and I'm gonna strategically move Kodo to about 5 feet down, so I have the pillar sort of as a makeshift cover.
Okay.
If I get attacked with any ranged spell, that's my turn.
All right. Black will regain all of his legendary actions. These two groups of zombies will just bite and claw at each other to a very bit. It's like a very crazy mosh pit, except limbs are going flying and blood is everywhere. Black then says, "I will not die here and be defeated by the likes of you." He will then burn a key point, and you see, similar to the beginning of the fight before, you see a glowing hand appear, and he's just gonna slam it down on the ground. I'm gonna need both Gnarly and Ichabod to make strength saves.
$14.
6.
6, and Ichabod, you said 14.
Yeah.
Both of you take 10 points of force damage, and both of you are knocked prone. As he slams to the ground, the wave just knocks you guys off your feet. And he says, "I am now tired of you interfering with my plans." He turns around. He will breathe on you, Gnarly, with his breath. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
18.
18 will save. You dodge out of the way and you roll right next to this corpse. You're like, "Oh, gross."
So,
And then he'll turn around and he'll do flurry of blows, and he will turn around and will attack Ichabod. Since you're prone, he gets advantage. A 19 to hit.
That hits.
would there have been a way for me to dodge without surrendering the position I was in?
If you want to, yeah. I'm
I
just
don't
saying
want
thematically.
to take
so.
away his advantage.
So you rolled, oh, gross, and then turned back.
Yeah, back and forth.
Alright, so Ichabod, you are going to be taking 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a... He's going to burn a key point to make a Constitution saving throw for Stunning Strike.
Alright. 16?
16 will just beat the DC. He'll then hover over you and go right here in a flanking position, and he says, "And you and your axe, you are nothing without it. You are not a true warrior."
Can I
Yo,
oppie him?
Yo, what? You want to what?
Opportunity attack.
If you want, yeah.
Go for the ankles. 14 to hit.
Doesn't hit. You're a bit too slow, unfortunately. 23 to hit, Ichabod.
23 to hit? Yeah.
You take another 10 bludgeoning damage as he stomps on your ribs. He just curb stomps you. And then he says, "My beast, it's time for you to feed." He'll go over here. Let me roll to see if he gets his breath back. He does not. And then this dragon will attack Ichabod with its claws and bite with advantage. 12 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Wow, low rolls on this dragon. 16 to hit.
That's just the armor class.
So you'll be taking half damage from the second claw, which would be 5 slashing damage. And then third attack with advantage. 15 to hit. That's the one less than your AC. So you're just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, as you're dodging and weaving this dragon's claw and bites while rolling on the ground.
I'm doing the curly shuffle, just running around in circles.
Alright. It is now your turn, Ichabod. You're prone. You're laying down. There's a centaur, there's black, and there's a dragon looming over you, and you're prone.
I am... my dodge action. Don't I have that?
You do have the dodge action.
I will use that to get as far away as I can.
Oh, you mean like disengage?
Disengage, that's it.
Yep. So you'll use the disengage action.
Disengage so they can't get any hits of opportunity, and I will run, or I will crab crawl underneath.
Okay. You army crawl your way out of that position.
Yeah.
So that's only 15 feet of movement. You can still do stuff if you want.
I guess I'm gonna have to take that one healing potion I got.
All right. So go ahead and roll your healing potion. You're army crawling. You're like, ugh, just drinking up this healing potion while army crawling, and you hear Black says, "Yes, crawl."
Don't worry, I'll get back up in a minute. 2d4 plus 2. 7 points back. I thought taking the disengage, or what did I do again?
You
Wasn't
disengage.
that my
So
action? Get away?
that uses your action.
Yeah. So I'm done now.
Still have action surge too that you haven't used yet, so do keep that in mind.
Oh, no, I think I'll do that next round.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a next round, but or I'll use my 15, the rest of my movement to stand up, so I'm not prone anymore.
Okay. Black is gonna use a legendary action. He will say, as you're crawling, he's like, "Yes, crawl like the coward you are." And as you stand up, he says, "You still fight, even the odds are against you. Pathetic." He will burn a legendary action for the attack, and he's gonna make that a breath attack. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. And then for Gnarly, go ahead and make it too, because it's in a cone. So
6.
6. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. Gnarly.
Gnarly reaches into his garb and pulls out the single and last can of gnarly energy that he was saving. And even though it's glass, he pierces the bottom of it and shotguns it. You haven't overcome anything, and you will not overcome me. And he stands up and dives forward into the fray.
All right, hold on. So his breath weapon is in a cone, so just make a dex save for me to see if he avoids it or not.
Oh, he reaction breathes on me?
A legendary action breathes his draconic breath.
19.
19, so you succeed. Would you like to use evasion?
Either way, I succeed. Evasion is just a permanent. It's not something I use. It's on me.
Okay. So you dodge. As you get up and dodge out of the way, Ichabod fails it. You take 23 points of acid damage to the face.
Jesus.
New Dragon
with
Force,
that,
man, they're crazy. So,
I'm gonna punch this guy in the face.
all right.
26 to hit.
That hits.
11 to hit. Total of 8 damage, and he has to make 2 DC 15 dex saves. Or no, 1 DC 15 dex save. Or be knocked prone.
Natural 1. He's knocked prone.
Boom! With the overhand, and just slams him into the ground.
He recovers from his breath and goes, ah! And he crumples down on the stairs.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to smack him with my club, as it is a light weapon.
Yep.
Do I get advantage because he's prone?
Yep.
Yeah, 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Because it's a bonus action attack, it only uses damage dice and no mod. Damn, 5 damage. Don't.
It's looking like he's on his last legs at this point.
It's my turn.
Alright. Legendary action. He will disengage and move half his movement. Oh, didn't mean to delete that. So he will move 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He'll move here. So he'll go right, up, right. And as he crawls, he goes, ah! You just see a trail of blood as he's just crawling.
As he's
backwards.
crawling away, I mimic what he said earlier. Yeah, crawl!
Alright. So, it is Kodo's turn.
Alright. Do I, as Kodo, have a range sight on Black?
You don't see Black because he's on the opposite end and there's a pillar in your way. But you know he was in that general direction.
Alright, so I know he has the spider boots of climbing, so I'm essentially gonna run up to this pillar that's in front of me and essentially strafe along this, around it, along the top, on top of the pillar until I get Black in my sight line, and then taking 3 shots.
Alright, so this pillar.
Yep.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm essentially running sideways, diagonally
Sure.
up until I see Black, and then boom, boom, boom.
Alright, make 3 attacks with disadvantage because he's still prone.
Wait, he walked away. He disengaged and
He
ran.
crawled away. He can't get up with his legendary action, so he just disengaged and crawled away.
Okay. Alright, let's do this.
But he has a plus 11 to hit, so you should be fine.
First one was a natural 1 and a 3, so no.
First one misses.
Second shot. That's also a no. And then I guess seeing that bonus action, Kensei shot at the dragon.
Yep. This without disadvantage.
Alright, so that is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Roll damage with the Kensei shot.
That's only 6 damage.
Alright. He takes an arrow, and the dragon goes at you.
That's my turn. Yeah.
Alright. Black will get all of his legendary reactions back. He will stand up. And, like, he'll be, like, one hand on the floor. He'll look at the situation and he says, "It's time to slow things down." He'll wave his hand and will cast slow around this vicinity. Let me just see the radius of slow here. As he waves his necrotic hand using the final spell of his hand. Right, so he will point it at. So it's a 40-foot cube. So let me just draw this here. Oh, my mistake. One moment here, folks. Hold on, I'm messing this drawing up. One second. So that's basically this whole general vicinity. Kodo is not in it because he's up. So I need you, Ichabod, and you, Gnarly, to go ahead and make wisdom saving throws.
Is it a charm spell or not?
It is not a charm spell.
14.
14.
6.
You both fail. So let me tell you what slow does. It is one of the most disgusting spells ever. It alters time up to 6 creatures of your choice within a 40-foot cube. If you fail it, your speed is halved. You guys take a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws. You can't use reactions, and on your turns you have to use an action or a bonus action, not both. And regardless of your abilities and magical items, you cannot make no more than 1 melee or ranged spell attack per turn. If you attempt to cast a spell, which I don't think that's relevant at this point, and you guys can attempt to make a wisdom saving throw again at the end of each of your turns. So if you guys have any questions about slow, that is why. That being said, seeing that you two are affected by this, and now he commands his dragon to then say, "Now kill him." And we roll to see if he gets his breath back. He does not, luckily. Seeing that Gnarly's the most frontward target, it will make 3 attacks against you. What is your current AC, Gnarly?
18.
With the -2 penalty?
16.
Because of slow? 16. So with the first claw, a 26 will hit. You take 11 points of slashing damage. Second attack, that's cogged. Second attack will miss. Now with the bite will miss. So it goes, it takes a mean claw at you, like scarring like half your body at this point. But unfortunately, you just barely dodged the other 2 attacks. And then Black will just sit there and will take the dodge action. Burning another key. He's getting low on key points at this point. It is now Ichabod's turn. You seem to be slowed down by the affecting areas.
But I can still get to 5 feet to get at him, right?
Let me see here. Let me just see slow real quick. As far as like you moving alter and see if it moves anything. Yep, you can make it out of there.
Alright.
So continue with your turn. You no longer have the penalties of slow.
I don't?
You know, you are out of the radius.
Oh. Alright.
You're just up on the edges of it.
The hand axe in my main hand. Am I still rolling with disadvantage?
Disadvantage? No, this is just regular attacks now.
Alright.
With your attack with your hand axe.
First attack. 23 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of damage.
Alright, roll that d20.
A 2.
A 2. Uh-oh. See what happens. So, that's from the d20 roll, right?
Yeah.
Roll a d100. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, my mistake. Nothing happens. Alright, you swing your first axe. Nothing happens. You may proceed.
Second swing with the hand axe again
Yep.
is a dirty 20.
Yep, that hits.
Or 10 points of damage.
Alright, roll that d20 again. See what happens.
Roll D20. 13.
Something happens. Roll a d100.
49.
49. Alright. Click. What limb would you like to cut off of Black?
His necromantic hand.
All right, you slice at it, and it goes ah, and like a mountain, blood is just rushing out. And at that point, you see the necrotic hand as it's flaying in the air. You just see it fizzle and dissolve, and the slow spell is no longer in effect.
And I will swing with my offhand longsword +1.
All right, as a bonus action.
Yeah, 10. But guess
Doesn't
what
it make
dirty
sense?
action I'm going to do now?
Action surge.
Action surge on the motherfucker.
All right.
So it's 2 more swings with the hand axe.
Yep.
26 to hit.
That hits.
7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Roll that beautiful 20. 14 again.
Yep.
For an 80 this time.
How much?
80.
Oh yeah, for that.
Or for the
All right, 80. Click. All right. Okay. So, as you swing your axe against Black, you just see him. You just see this energy coming out of the axe, and as it cuts into Black, you just see Black's form slowly dissolve, and you see him with eyes of panic. Anything you would like to say to Black before his soul disintegrates into the axe?
Oh god. Don't dissolve away. I need to make a new pair of boots.
He's like, no! And as he does, you see his form just like dissipates into what seems like to be black ethereal dust, and then just goes straight into the axe. And Black is no longer in play. Black is murdered. Whoop.
I kill Black.
But now there's still a green dragon here.
I turn to the green dragon and I'm like, leave or you're next. And I'm pointing the hand axe at it.
It will roar at you with a mighty roar. Alright. Gnarly, you're up. You see your buddy Ichabod just dissolve Black away from the battlefield. And you also see a crazy mosh pit going on with zombies. And there's still a dragon in front of you. Oh, also the centaur's gone. Boop. what would you like to do, my friend?
I'm gonna punch him.
Punch or dragon? Let's go.
The hits keep coming and they don't stop coming. 26 to hit.
26 hits.
And then for the second attack, 13, which doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
So for the attack that did hit, 9 damage.
Yep.
How does my buddy look?
You're Ichabod. How hurt are you?
I 7 hit points left.
Okay, I'm gonna stay right where I am.
All right.
It's my turn.
All right. So what was the total damage? I'm sorry.
9.
9 total damage. Okay. Dragon, who's barely been getting hit, by the way, is still a threat. So. All right. It is now Kodo's turn. Kodo sees that Black has disintegrated into the axe, but there's still a dragon looming. You're just on a pillar. So Axios, what would Kodo like to do?
All right. Would I guess understanding? I see that Ichabod and that Gnarly have taken some damage here. I see that Black is gone, and technically all I was hired to do was to end Black, but this dragon probably won't let us escape. I'm going to pull out my Manticore arrows, which do double damage, to try to expedite this whole damn process. And I'm shooting at him 3 times.
Sure.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Fuck.
Oh!
Yes.
So max damage plus roll those dice.
Is it
Let's
double
go.
though? Is the max damage double because it's a Manticore arrow?
So,
let's ask that
so
question.
usually it deals a d8, so it's normally 2d8, so it's the max damage with the 2d8 plus a 2d8. So.
Alright, so that'll be 2d8 would be 16 plus 6 is 22 plus a d8 roll.
Plus 2d8 rolls because it's double damage. So.
Okay, perfect. 2d8 rolls. Dang, man, if only Justin was here.
I wish too, man. I wish.
Plus, so that's 9 plus 5. So that's 14 plus, what was the first one? Shoot.
It's the total max damage.
Okay, so 2d6, so that's 16 plus 6 would be 22 plus 9. 22 plus 9 is 31 damage for the first one.
Yep. Nice.
Jeez,
The dragon roars a painful roar and roars right back at everyone. So.
All right, let's go second shot. 13 plus 11, that's 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right, let me roll the damage so I don't forget. So it's 2d8 plus 5. That is 4 and 1, so 10 damage on the second hit.
Yep.
And then key point. Also, I don't know how many key points you used when you were using Kodo.
How much key points do you see on his sheet?
7.
7? I would say he's at 2 key points, so he could do 2 more Kensei shots.
Okay, I'm gonna use a key point for another Kensei shot.
Yep.
8 plus 11, that's 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. 8 damage.
8 damage. All right, the dragon is bloodied at this point.
That's my turn.
All right, it's the dragon's turn. Let me roll to see if he gets his breath back.
Sorry, does the Kensei shot get double damage too? Because it's a Manticore arrow?
You're using the Manticore arrow, right?
I'm using a Manticore because he has 13 Manticore arrows, so...
Yeah, so just roll another d4 for me. And just will subtract that.
So another 3 damage.
Okay. Still half. Alright. He doesn't get his breath weapon back, luckily. But the dragon, in a painful roar, will attempt to kill Gnarly with a multi-attack yet again. Gnarly's been getting pretty lucky. That's a nat 20 on the claw. So you take... Normally a claw is 2d6 plus 4. So that's 16 plus 2d6. You take 21 points of slashing damage as the swipe scratches your chest. And you're just viciously bleeding at this point. Second claw attack. 25 to hit. 11 damage of slashing damage. It claws at you again. What is your current hit points currently, Matt? You are muted, my friend. 6? bite attack, see if you live or die or not. That is a dirty 20. So you'll be taking 15 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage.
So I go down, but
Yep.
as a half orc, I get back up with 1 HP.
Yep, you are at 1 HP, so it bites you and you feel the poison seep into your veins, but your orcish prowess is just barely standing as this dragon, covered in your blood at this point with its claws, goes. "Ah." It just
He's
looks
like,
you dead in the
he's
eyes.
like clamped down on, like the dragon's over his
Oh, yeah.
shoulder, and like steam starts coming out of the wounds and injuries from his monstrous energy, and he grabs the claw and his eyes go white, and that's just a silly free action thing. We'll see what I
Alright.
can do with it next turn.
It is Ichabod's turn. Dragon's at bloodied at this point. You see Gnarly is just barely standing. What would you like to do? Attack.
Alright. 2 attacks with the hand axe. First one.
Yep.
27 to hit.
Hits.
For 6 points of damage.
Alright.
Roll the 20. 2.
Nothing happens. You
Nothing
slice at it.
Second attack with the hand axe. 13 to hit.
You said 13?
Yeah, 13.
Doesn't hit.
And the long sword. 19 to hit.
Hits.
Wait, you're a champion.
out.
Don't you crit?
19.
As a champion fighter, don't you crit on a 19?
I think I have to roll the 19.
I thought you
Nope.
I thought you rolled it. Sorry.
You have to roll 19 on the dice, basically. Not 19 total.
Shit. Did I? Doesn't
You
appear.
can check on the logs. It should be there.
That's what I'm doing. Long sword to hit, plus 1, 19. Does it
19
show?
total, or on the dice?
No, I rolled an 11 plus 8.
Okay.
So,
Still hits.
I know. That's why I wasn't jumping up and down and excited.
I can't see the log and look at Kodo's shit at the same time. So yeah.
Oh.
So 19 still hits, regardless. So.
And I rolled a max damage, 12 points.
Nice.
But that's
Right,
the
now-
longsword. It doesn't do any of the fancy stuff.
All right. You are slicing it. You are hacking it. It is
Did-
slowly going down.
Did my action surge go off last time, or did he drop
did.
before I did it?
You did it to kill Black.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
then I'm just down to 3 attacks. I'm done.
Gnarly, you are up. It is your turn.
Gnarly pushes in either direction and opens the jaws, and then just with every last ounce of rage in his body starts swinging. First
All
attack,
right.
22 to hit.
Hits.
Second attack, 21 to hit.
Hits.
14 points of damage total. Boom!
Nice.
Boom! Roundhouse with the fist.
You see its slocks are going. It dislocates a bit before it snaps it back shut. At
And
this
I'm
point,
gonna,
go ahead.
I'm gonna use my full movement to go right here. He just kind of jumps back. He does
Right.
have to make 2 dex saves. I've been forgetting about this.
fine.
DC 15 to get knocked prone.
16 on the first one. And he fails the second.
Cool. He's prone.
This dragon falls prone. You seem to break a bone in its hind ankles, and it goes prone
Cool. That's my
as
turn.
you get the hell out of there. Kodo's turn. What would he like to do?
Fuck! I keep forgetting I'm fucking over Kodo.
Yeah, like this is
With his sword.
this is the most crappy. Give me one So you know what? This is. I've never seen Justin do this, but Justin's not here, so this is my character now. I'm gonna use my full movement to run up to this
Okay.
dragon, and for the first time in Koto's Dead Realms, can I do that? Am I? Do I have enough
What's your
speed?
movement speed?
45 according to Koto right now.
And you went up the wall. We'll say, let's say it didn't take. We'll say you're 15 feet up. So you could go down 15 feet. Whoop. But he can use key to do step of a wind if he wants to,
Uh,
as a bonus action. If he has key left.
Yeah, I was gonna say he like just on the nick reaches in with 15 down and 30 forward.
Oh yeah, he'll go. Yeah, you can go for it, bro.
perfect. I am pulling out his
Wow.
short sword. I am hacking twice, and then I'm following it up with my last key point for fuller blows. So
Yeah,
we're doing 4.
Does he have a dagger too?
No, he just has a
No, he
short
killed.
sword. But
Yeah, so two
Any way
attacks
I
with the.
can flip with my +1
Yeah,
dagger?
yes. Yeah, so 2 attacks with the short sword with advantage. Go ahead and do that.
so 1 second.
So the dragon's prone, so you get advantage. Jigen, thank you for following, man, for this season finale.
Yeah, so 2 attacks with the short sword advantage.
Yep.
So that is a 21 to hit the first attack.
21 will hit.
Alright. Let me roll damage for that really quickly. So that is 8 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
No, not 20. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
Or dang it, only 6 damage.
6 damage.
Alright. I'm gonna use his last key point for flurry of blows.
So this is a physical attack. So go ahead.
Yes, it's
So you
also an
just
advantage. What's up? Sorry.
Didn't say anything. Go ahead. It's just with the kicks and punches, not with the. So.
No, but it's still unarmed strike, which is still D6.
Yep. So go ahead and make your attack with the vin.
So that is 16 on the dice, so that's 24 to hit
24 hits.
for 9 damage.
9 damage.
Come on, baby, give me a crit. No crit. This is 9 plus 8 is a 17 a hit? Yeah, 17 a hit.
17 does not hit.
Okay.
He's just curb stomping this dragon before this dragon just like gets out of the way of the 4th kick.
That will be my turn. I have no more movement yet.
Dragon stands up. Roll to see if he gets his breath weapon back. Man, no breath weapon. Goddamn. All right, he will do multi attack. He will claw at Kodo with a dirty 19 to hit.
That hits.
11 points of slashing damage to Kodo. Second
Oh,
attack
no.
against Kodo.
11. I can't adjust his health either. Holy smokes.
What's his health points at currently?
Well, after the 11, he's at 55, so he was at max
55?
health before.
Okay. Oh yeah, he didn't take any damage. He was being very smart. 21 hits. Another 11.
I'm getting Kodo kill. Holy smokes.
So he's at 43. Light. That's a 17 to hit?
That doesn't hit.
Doesn't it? Alright. Slash. Kodo slashed, but just barely dodges the bite attack. But it looks like this dragon's barely holding on to its form. It is now Ichabod's turn.
First attack with the hand axe.
Alright. Let's do this.
19.
Hits.
Or dirty 19 to hit.
Dirty 19 hits.
10 points of damage.
Alright.
And
Go ahead.
8 on the 20.
Nothing happens.
Alright, second attack. Nothing from Black's coming out?
Nope.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
For 11 points of damage. Max damage.
Nice.
20. A 6.
Nothing happens.
Alright. And the longsword.
All right, attack.
Dirty 19.
Dirty 19 hits
Yeah.
the dragon.
For 10 more points of damage.
Yep. This dragon's still barely holding on. You're slashing away. Bits and pieces are coming out. Bones are coming out. It's barely holding its form together. It's struggling to keep its form together at this point. It looks like it's on its last
At this
legs.
point, I'm starting to move inside the dragon because I'm cutting a big hole into it.
Exactly. All right, Gnarly, you're up. You see that the dragon is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Looks like it's on its last legs.
Time to full commit. I'm gonna move back right next to my bro, and I'm gonna go for some swings here.
Attack roll.
18 to hit.
Hit just hits, so he'll take half damage from this.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
Bonus action. 22.
22 hits.
First one that's halved is 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, 6. Final
Mhm.
one, 6 more. So
Okay.
a total of 12 plus 5, 17 damage.
Gnarly, describe to me how you would like to defeat this undead young adult dragon.
So he like dashes back in his previous turn, and he's like sitting there with his hands forward, and then he like goes into like the best pose he can, and he dives forward and just unleashes every last bit of strength he has with his 1 HP and literally nothing else remaining. Just unleashing everything he has right into this thing's skull until it's just a caved-in mess. And even then, once it's like crumpled bone, he's still just going as fast as he can.
With your last remaining hit point, you full charge into the dragon. As you do, you're knocking bones from its corpse, flesh is everywhere, the wings start to dissipate, and the final punch before its eyes stop glowing this whitish greenish color, you just punch it right through the skull. Even after it collapses to the ground in front of you, you just keep pummeling and pummeling until it eventually turns to scattered bone. And at this point, the screaming stops and everything seems to stop. And now, seems like the battle that you fought in just a matter of seconds, by the way, has stopped to cease. There's no more screaming of the undead, as the undead is just now just a pile of corpses amongst each other. Your friend Axius is nowhere to be seen. Black has been disintegrated, and this dragon will no longer cease to exist, as you guys survived the final fight.
Battle roar
when
into
Black-
nothingness.
When Black disintegrated, was it just his body, or did everything on Black go? with him?
Everything on Black Gold
Yeah.
went with him.
Even that sending stone?
Yep.
I hold the thing up and hold the hand axe up and go, sending stone, connect to my sister.
Nothing seems to happen.
Crap. She's got the other sending stone that we took off.
So what happened to Axius?
I don't know.
It looked like a porter to hell. Looked like his
Yes,
dog
but
drug him in there.
Why in the middle of battle would
Would he
he?
dip and leave us all to die?
Makes no sense. He's wanted to kill Black this entire time. Very
Maybe he wanted
confused
the
I am.
skulls more.
He
I don't
had
know,
all
man.
3 skulls. I think he won the day for us by doing that.
Yeah, that seemed like bad mojo. For sure. He said he'd be back. I think he thought he was coming back, and then, some shit happened. He did go to hell. I imagine that there's some hang-ups there.
A devil could have skulls now. He could be dead for all we know. That could
Is there-
end up being very bad.
Is there any
Later
way we
down-
could follow him?
At this point, as amidst this conversation, a portal opens up. But as this portal opens up, for a second you thought it was Axius, but no, half this figure comes halfway through the portal, and it's Kodo knows that this is fucking Orion, and he's like, "Oh," he looks around. He's like, "Seems like you did your part. Good job.
yeah.
Here's the rest of your payment." Hands you the rest of the 3,000 gold pieces. So now Kodo has 3,000 gold pieces. It's just
Kodo takes it and then just leaves the party. I think that's exactly what he would do.
Hey, Kodo,
Hey.
you still owe me for all those times I made shit for you.
Gotta get your cut.
I go back and start counting out to 500 gold pieces one at a time.
All right.
One,
As you do that, he says, "Ma'am." He looks around. He's like, "Seems like a lot of shit went down here." And it's just this old wizard, who seems to be like in his 60s, but you could tell he has an attitude that he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, "Hey, where's that devil dude? By the way,
What the
Well,
hell?
you don't know? All right, it's probably the safe bet. Well, you're at the bottom of a mountain. Not too sure if you know this, but you want like a free gateway out of here?
Yeah, that'd
I'm
be
assuming you
dope.
don't know the way out.
yes.
All right, well, hop the fuck in. Let's go.
Okay. I
Kodo
know who
hops
you are.
in.
All right. So all three of you hop into the portal, and all of a sudden you're in this big magic workshop, like a wizard's tower of sorts. It says, "All right, now where the fuck do you want to go? I can place you anywhere, but you're gonna be falling for a bit though. But other than that, I could take you anywhere you want. So tell me where, and I'll send you there."
Can you restore my forest, my home?
No, I don't feel like doing that. I could send you over there, but I'm not gonna fucking do that. I got too much shit to worry about here.
Send me there. I'll do it myself.
Fine. And then he does a gesture around his hands, and a portal opens up beneath Kodo. Anything Kodo would like to say, or no?
No.
All right, Kodo falls through. It says, all right, or command. What do you want? Where do you want to go?
Take me to
To where?
Axis.
To Axios.
I think by now he's somewhere in the 9 house.
Very hard to do. Let me see if I can do that. He tries to attempt to circle it, but before he could complete the circle, all of a sudden a demonic camp pulls out and just closes the portal. I was like, oh shit, I'm not fucking doing that again. Where the fuck else do you want me to do it? Because if I do that, something might pop up.
Somewhere with a good vibe. Where would you go?
Good vibes. I don't know. Do you like cold places or hot places?
Colder place.
I could teleport you to Icewind Dale. I could give you some clothing, temporary for there if you want.
Nah, I'm set.
All right, man. So he creates a portal, and like a blizzard storm starts to come out. He's like, "Yeah, you better hurry. I don't want to clean up all the snow here."
Fair enough. I've got an investment opportunity for you down the line if you're interested.
If
He
it's with
goes
that
through-
energy drink, I hopefully you'll succeed in doing that before entering back. But here's my card. He snaps his fingers, and all of a sudden, a piece of parchment paper opens up, giving you contacts for Orion the Old.
I dab my way out of reality. That's it for Gnarly. Wrap.
And he's all right. And we just cut to Axios continue on the journey. Just trying to stealthily way through the first layer of hell, where it's just a nonstop battlefield between devils and demons. As Aris then says, "Well, don't hold back. Come on, we gotta keep moving. You don't want to get caught up in this."
Hey, can you tell if my wife is pregnant up there?
Yeah, for sure. You see his eyes glow a bit before they dissipate.
And I just grip my halberd in like renewed vigor.
With a renewed vigor, you could continue your journey through the 9 hells, and then we just see Adea and Aaron, basically living out the rest of their days and the rest of the days of the characters. And for all we know, it's just another day in the dead realm. So thank you everyone who has supported us since we started this. Thanks Matt for supporting this project of ours, and I'd like to thank you Axios and you Bob for sticking around for this long. Um, if your characters haven't already leveled up to level 10, your characters are level 10 at this point.
Wow.
And at this point, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for sticking around. And just a couple shout outs. Shout outs to Yadel, the producer. Without him, there would be no stream. I don't know if Yadel is able to speak right now, but without Yadel, this stream wouldn't happen and this whole thing wouldn't happen. Thanks, Lady Kate Desart, for the amazing logo and just helping getting our merch launched right away. Thanks, Matt, for giving me the chance to express this idea of a campaign, and thank you the fans for watching this craziness of an undead campaign. And if you guys would like to see season 2, then go ahead and support us with the merch. If the merch does well, we'll do a season 2 and maybe other projects further ahead, as we kind of hinted in this session here. And join in the pocket dimension, where you might be in for season 2, and if you are unable to, you'll see a bunch of people, other players, other DMs, other games, other gaming systems in the pocket dimension. Again, description at the bottom. Thank you all for joining us on this adventure. Hopefully, we'll see you guys for season 2, and if not, I hope you guys enjoyed this undead hardcore D&D experience. So till then, guys, take care. Love you all. Peace out, and thank you for joining us for this game of ours. Take care, guys.